Welcome to Film Vets. I'm your host, Paul Dixon, and with me is my co-host,
Dan Young.
You said it like you're introducing yourself in a ball. Dan Young!
I've been in talks of trying to convince my wife to let me either purchase my own hype man or just like one of those medieval people that announce you all the time. You walk into a room, but they have to go first and presenting this guy.
Question. Where do you buy a hype man?
If I knew, I'd have one.
The hype store. That wasn't even a joke. I just wanted to say hype store. I have a new trailer for us, Dan.
Is it really new or is it kind of new, kind of old?
It's like a month old. But we haven't touched on it, and I'm excited for this film. I've seen the trailer. Don't remember it very well, but I think you're gonna love it.
I know nothing about it.
Great. This is Steven Speilberg's The Fabelmans.
Movies are dreams that you never forget. Sammy?
The lights change how everything looks. It's hard to find our house.
Ours is the dark house with no lights.
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists. Sammy's on my team, takes after me.
What kind of movie are we gonna make?
You dismiss what he does. It's playful or imaginative. You could afford to be a little encouraging.
She should have been a concert piano player. What she got in her heart is what you got.
You can't just love something, you also have to take care of it. It's more important than your hobby.
Can you stop calling it a hobby?
Mom got a monkey.
Why'd you get a monkey?
Because I needed a laugh.
You always have to be the center of attention.
Stop shouting at her.
That has been nothing but disrespect from you. I'm your mother!
Family, art. It'll tear you in two.
You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
I don't know what to do anymore.
You do what your heart says you have to.
What was your favorite part?
Okay, so a lot of good award talk for this one. It's a little self-congratulatory, I would suppose, because it's about Steven Spielberg. But I mean, there's no way around that. It's his life, really. So of course it's gonna feel that way. But you can't fault the guy. I mean, he's one of the greatest filmmakers ever, and it's a story. So I'm sure there's going to be embellishes and things that are Hollywood in there. I don't know. It seems like it could be a very moving film and very a love letter to cinema. I think it's fascinating to always touch on that sort of that spark of wanting and that thing that we figure out, oh, well, this is what I want to do in my life, and explore that. And it's incredible to do it at such a young age. Most people don't get to figure that out. That's really moving stuff.
It was a very interesting trailer. One thing I want to kind of start out with is, one way or another, we were always going to end up with a story of Steven Spielberg's life. Whether he passes on and then we get it, or we get it in a biography from him. But he's not a book writer. He's a filmmaker. It is inspirational story. Now, yes, I understand where you're coming from when you say it's a little self-congratulatory. It's a little bit overinflated. It's got a little bit of ego in it, but it's supposed to. It's about him. It's him literally telling his story through the medium that he loved.
That's a great point. It's his biography.
Has loved. Exactly. It's if you had an opportunity to write your story, but you were a musician, wouldn't you do it in musical form? Wouldn't you do it in your medium? Wouldn't you find a way to tell your story in your way?
The best
He
possible.
is one of the best directors that we've ever seen, one of the best storytellers that we've seen in a very, very long time. You look at some of his earlier works and just how he keeps breaking through. He's still doing it. He hasn't stopped. One of my favorite movies in the world is Jurassic Park. That's a Steven Spielberg movie. So it's absolutely phenomenal, I think, that he is telling his story, his life, his perspectives, his feeling, his family. He's telling all of that through the medium that he loves.
That's a
so
great
I think
point.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I never looked at it that way, and I think you really opened my eyes to that, because I didn't know how to feel about that. I am moved by the trailer. Yeah, at the same time, there's a bit of that part of me in the back of my head that's like against anything that feels good. It's just like, I don't know, that part of me that forces myself to feel things. It's hard sometimes, but I did feel that for this, and despite my best efforts. So put that on the review. I felt something.
Just my heart grew 3 sizes and I died.
It reminds me of
but
Dennis from Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's like, I started feeling feelings again. Mac's like, you feel feelings? I feel feelings all the time. I think it's going to be a great love letter to his life, his family, and his profession. Yeah. And I'm really excited to see it.
I mean, it blew me away. I wasn't expecting something like that. I can understand where you're going to have some kind of over embellishments of some things. Maybe the story's not going to go exactly the way that it went.
Well, it's not called the Spielberg,
but it's fine. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be,
the Hollywood
it's
version
a light
of his life.
biography. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, if you think about it, is it any more appropriate for Steven Spielberg to tell his story? A little bit of Spielberg twist on it? Like, come on,
Spielberg
that's great.
flair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's just sorry to say it, Paul Dano deserves an Oscar nomination. I mean, it's bound to happen, and I would say that maybe
Paul
this
Dano
film could do that. Yeah, he's deserved an Oscar for a long time.
Honestly, I thought you made that name up because you're Paul and I'm Dan, and you just threw an O at the end. Like you said that, and I'm like,
oh my god, I didn't even
yes,
think
we
about
do.
That. No.
I know something.
Paul, Dan. Oh! Yeah, we do deserve an Oscar, Dan. We do.
Put me on the short list.
Yeah,
or
I'll get on
or the tall list. I don't care.
Thank you for watching with us. What did you think of the Fabelmans trailer? Did you like it? Are you excited for this Spielberg love letter, or are you kind of mad about it? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our Vet Spotlight segment, where we talk about other veterans in the entertainment industry who are working in the industry and are also part of the history of the industry. Thank you, veterans, for watching, and thank you, Dan, for watching with me as well.
Yeah, thank you. I've never seen that trailer, and now I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
We're all about progress here. Bye.
Always forward. Bye.